Hi, this is Tim from Sound Effects Premier in Ormskirk. Once again, welcome to the Tim and Tom Show.
Yeah.
We have Tom Quayle here. We're looking at a brand new product from Roland. It's the Roland Blues Cube Hot. And hot it is.
Certainly is.
So you've left your Fusion behind today, and
that's the idea.
Mr. Blues.
We'll try.
He's got his own composition today. He's come up with I only feel bluesy when I'm in my jacuzzi.
I can't wait to play it for you. That's all I'm going to say.
This is another prototype that we've got early deals from Roland, which is fantastic. It's a 30-watt compact amp. I think it's pretty obvious where it's gunning for. However, compared to the other one, the F1,
the
unmentionable, this is considerably cheaper, considerably lighter, and sounds awesome.
It sounds great, actually. Really impressive.
It's got some other functionality that you wouldn't get normally in just the standard tube amp. This is not a tube amp; it's a solid-state amp. So you've got a USB coming out the back, so you can do some direct recording. We've got a custom-built 12-inch speaker, and one of the things we really noticed on this, listening to it, is the bottom end that it drives out.
Very impressive. Yeah, I mean, this is on. We've got it on a stool here. It's not even on the floor, and it's really kicking out some bottom end.
Yeah.
So very impressive.
The cab is made of poplar, which we think might play some part in that.
Yeah.
And you can get it in two colours. You can get it in black, as we have it now, or you can get it in vintage blonde. We've not seen one of those yet, but I guess it's pretty much like the Blues Cube artist and stage.
Yes.
So without further ado, I think you should climb into your old jacuzzi and give us some blues.
Yeah, I'm not going to wear a swimming costume though.
Okay, that'll be alright.
So let's do it. Okay, so we've got the Blues Cube Hot here, mic'd up with an SM57. I'm using this fantastic Fano guitar here. Now you've got this top shot here so you can see what's going on with the controls. Let's run through them really quickly first. It's a single channel amp. So we've got volume, bass, middle and treble, so 3-band EQ. Then we've got reverb, master, and then we've got this power control, and this is really interesting. We can switch between 0.5 watts, 5 watts, and 15 watts, and 30 watts, so you've got 4 different modes there. It gets super loud, this. It's like tube-style volume controls here, so think of 30 watts as being incredibly loud. 0.5 watts is pretty loud in the room, I've got to say. And then we've got a couple of switches. So we've got a tone, which is like a bright switch, you can think of it really as. And then a boost, which is a pre-gain boost, so it's pushing the front end of the amp harder so we get more saturation. Now the way I've got this set up at the moment is the way you might use a small amp like this if you're doing a gig. I've got the master cranked, and then I'm controlling the amount of overdrive with the volume control. So that's like the pre and the post basically. So that gives me a super dynamic, really responsive kind of sound that reacts really, really well. Very organic kind of sound. So I get really, really dynamic pick attack. So if I pick nice and softly, I'm on my bridge pickup here, I get this kind of sound. Now you can hear that's great because I can make certain notes stick out and scream, and then I can play really softly for chords. So if I've got like a... Really nice. It's got this lovely growl, this edge of breakup kind of sound. And again, this is in at the moment, remember, 0.5 watt mode. So I've got this dialed back. So when I crank the master, it's not ridiculously loud. It's probably louder than you want it in kind of a flat, for instance, but I can sit right next to the speaker and have no issues whatsoever. And again, that bottom end is really, really fat. Now as I increase the volume, I have to be a little bit careful here because I don't want to clip the front of the mic. The preamp's running a little bit hot. We get more overdrive effectively. So again, switch to the bridge pickup this time. Have a listen to this again, the pick dynamics. So it really really responds in an organic and dynamic way. You can really shape the tone that you've got with just your two hands, which is just what you want for an amplifier. Really impressive considering the price that we've got here. Now we could go even further, get more overdrive obviously, but things start getting a little bit loud in the room here, so appreciate that 0.5 you can get super clean, very, very bedroom friendly volumes, or you can crank it. That's probably loud enough for kind of a duo gig or just playing with a bass player. If we switch all the way up to 30, immediately things get louder. It's quite quiet considering how high the volume control is here. We've got quite a lot of gain going on. And it's, there's a little bit of hiss, but nothing that's going to cause you any issues. Now here, this is going to be super loud now, so I'm not going to actually play, but you can hear the volume has increased significantly. Bring the master down, volume's just over halfway, and we get this. Now I've played super softly there, you can hear that beautiful sustain that we've got, and again it's going to be really dynamic and very responsive. So if I just roll the volume of the guitar up a little way, so it's too loud, it probably clipped the front of the actual preamp there, but you can appreciate the level of volume we've got on offer. So let's go back down to 0.5. Again, you've got 5, 15, 30, so you've got a few different options there to tailor the amp for your volume requirements. And let's play a little bit with the EQ. Okay, so now we're onto this kind of tone. Nice and clean. By the way, listen to how the bottom end fattens up when I use the master control. Really cool, so you can find the sweet spot there for your particular volume requirements. Okay, so let's play with the bass. So, really impressive bottom end. Still musical on the lower sort of side of the bass frequency. Okay, bring the bass all the way up. Okay, so we'll play with the mids. Now there's proper old school style EQ controls in that they bring gain in as well as actually just changing the actual EQ. So we've got more bite now. Okay, bring the mids back almost all the way. Still very musical. We'll do the same with the treble. So treble all the way up. Okay, and then all the way down for a nice fat warm sound. So really musical, natural sounding EQ section as well, but great for tailoring the tone. Bring the treble about halfway up again. Now we've got the reverb circuit, so all the way out. Bring the reverb in about halfway, kind of a sort of springy. And then all the way up. So we've got a big, cavernous, really, really cool sounding though. If you've got like, say a minor blues kind of vibe going on. It's a really, really cool sounding reverb as well. And then we've got the master, which we obviously talked about. So the only thing really to show you now is the tone and the boost. And obviously the beauty of this as well is that all of this can be recorded direct using the USB on the back. Just plug straight into your computer and it'll recognise it as an audio interface in your digital audio workstation. So the tone control, well, we'll start with just this clean tone. So, okay, a little bit of reverb. Now we add in the tone control and we get brightness basically, it's like a bright switch. So you can hear the kind of bite we've got. Okay, bring that back out, and now the boost. And this is pushing the front end. So here's our clean tone again. I'm going to bring the master down a touch because this is adding volume and gain. Growls really nicely. So there we have it. So let's go back to Tim and we'll finish the demo.
Thanks, Tom. That was great, and what some great sounds, eh?
Absolutely, really, really nice.
You not mentioning wearing a swimming costume, you didn't pre-warn me about the mankini.
No,
that was unkind.
Yeah, I know. I've been getting some influence from Borat.
Okay, yeah. Well, we'll maybe leave Mr. Bluesy at home next time and return to Mr. Jazz Fusion. Jazz.
Absolutely.
Okay. So, Roland Blues Cube, thank you very much everyone for watching once again. Don't forget to like us. I think there's a little button somewhere down the bottom. Sound Effects Premier and Ormskirk saying goodbye.
See you later, guys.